Reflect on the lesson you just viewed and the evidence you collected. Based on the evidence, do you view the teacher's instruction as proficient, above proficient, or below proficient? This slide provides the 4 key elements to the instructional post-conference, which follows the lesson. The areas that we will look at in this section is introduction, which will include a greeting, review conference process, ask general impression questions about the lesson. Reinforcement, reinforcing the area or the dimension that was evaluated. Self-analysis and follow-up questions, sharing of evidence for reinforcement. Refinement, the refinement area of the area that was evaluated, self-analysis and follow-up questions, sharing of evidence for the refinement, and sharing of recommendations. And lastly, reviewing of the ratings, where the appraiser will share evidence for the rating. Take a moment and pause the video to think about why we would wait until the end of the post-conference to share ratings and evidence, as opposed to giving the evidence ratings at the beginning of the post-conference. Your response may be about how the appraiser wants to encourage reflection, and that will be correct. Sharing the ratings at the beginning of the conference will distract the teacher from the purpose of the professional growth and reflection of the lesson's observation. Let's review our objectives to make sure we're on target. Today's objective was for the teacher to become familiar with the T-TESS process, begin to move from procedural to conceptual in understanding how the domains, dimensions, descriptors, and performance levels of T-TESS rubric apply to their roles and responsibilities, and understand that the T-TESS process is based on best practices and ongoing system of feedback and support. Some key points stated in today's training was: great teaching is at the core of every quality educational system. Research shows that there is no greater in-school factor than having an outstanding education in the classroom. T-TESS was developed by educators for educators. T-TESS is aligned to research-based best practices for teaching and learning. The T-TESS rubric aligns directly with the new Texas teacher standards. The T-TESS process provides for actionable, timely feedback, allowing teachers to set goals and identify professional development that will lead to refinement in knowledge and skills. We also discussed that the proficient performance level is a representative of a rock-solid teacher. There will be some necessary culture shifts to establish a new mindset for the relationship with appraisals and supporting teachers. Everyone in the school community is a public learner, and the ultimate outcome is improved student achievement. In conclusion, always remember that the expectation is to move along the continuum of procedural to conceptual understanding. As we move along the continuum of procedural to conceptual knowledge, take a moment to debrief your learnings and professional needs thus far. Using this form, I want you to look at the here's what, the so what, and now what. So here's what. Here's what the T-TESS key points are. So what are your takeaway points? Now what do you need? Complete this handout with your notations under each column and follow up with your appraiser. Thank you for participating in this training, and if you need additional information, go to teacherfortexas.org and follow up with your appraiser. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training session. Again, if you have any questions, please make sure that you follow up with your appraiser, your assigned appraiser for your campus, and have a great and wonderful school year.